Hey, my name is Sherazay, and I spent this past weekend in Chicago eating whatever I wanted. Here are some honest reviews of all the restaurants that I've tried. Starting off with Lou Malnati's. This was around the corner from my hotel, and it was the first Chicago deep dish restaurant that I saw, so decided to try it, and I did not like it. Felt like it had too many toppings and not enough sauce, so it was mostly dry and just inedible, honestly. This was at a restaurant in the Navy Pier, but I really just wanted the cocktail to go. I asked the bartender to mix the frozen espresso martini and a pina colada, so it was the best thing ever. It was like a frozen, sweet, creamy coffee drink, but with liquor. Then headed over to Giordano's on the Navy Pier, and we started off with this salad. It was $9, very small, but very delicious. I loved it. Then we had the arancini. These were Italian beef stuffed risotto balls. These are so good with the beef au jus. I wasn't a fan of it with the marinara, but the au jus was bussin'. Like, I love that so much. Their deep dish pizza was amazing. The cheese was so creamy. The meat was seasoned to perfection. It was very flavorful. This was 10 out of 10. For brunch, we went to the Wildberry Cafe. They were packed around 10 a.m. My mom got the banana coconut pancakes with corned beef hash. I got chocolate banana pancakes with a bacon and date omelet. The corned beef hash was a side order. It was huge. It was bigger than my omelet. We honestly got so much food. It could have fed at least four people. Now my omelet was the star of the show. This was bacon, dates, and whipped goat cheese. It was so unique and so delicious. Just a little bit too much goat cheese. It was very rich, and I honestly could not finish it all in the end. I found Magnolia Bakery just walking down the street, and I stopped in. I was in heaven. So many desserts that I wanted to try. This hummingbird cake sounds amazing, but I ended up getting the red velvet banana pudding cookie and then a cup of banana pudding. And this was the best banana pudding I've had in a really long time. It was so light and fluffy and creamy, and it wasn't too like overly sweet like you would get in most places. I wanted to go to Wilma's Barbecue Tavern because online they said they had a separate jerk menu, but I got there and I wasn't interested anymore. I ordered some soul egg rolls that never came, and then rib tips and mac and cheese. And this was the worst mac and cheese I've ever had in my life. What the? This was just straight up butter, pepper, and some cheese sprinkled on top. Like, how do you mess up mac and cheese? I sent that right back to the kitchen because no way. Fried chicken was basic. The drink was strong. Next. Okay, this was actually my favorite restaurant in Chicago. Everything from the guacamole to the ceviche was so refreshing. This was a spicy mango margarita. 10 out of 10. It had a very subtle heat to it, so it wasn't overpowering. The ceviche on the left is poached shrimp in a tomato broth with watermelon, radish, and onions and avocado. My mom, who doesn't even like fish, loved that ceviche. The ceviche on the right is the mahi mahi ceviche. That was my favorite. That one had pineapple, Fresno peppers, avocado, and onions. All of them tasted so well together. And you can tell this is a restaurant that uses nothing but fresh ingredients. My mom and I finished our plates and we still had so much left over, so it's definitely worth the price. This is one of the vendors at Lala, but I know that they have their own restaurant outside of the festival. This was the combo box barbecue pork and chicken teriyaki bao bun. This was delicious. I really love this one. Garrett's popcorn is all over Chicago and they make the best cheddar cheese popcorn. I got the pecan caramel crisp, the caramel corn, and the cheese corn in one bucket. I love the cheddar cheese corn because it has such a strong cheddar cheese flavor to it. Clearly, I wasn't the only one because there was a line behind me before I knew it. There were so many restaurants I didn't get a chance to try, but I will be back next year, so leave some recommendations for me in the comments. Thanks for watching.